Hey YouTube, it's your friendly neighborhood Spiderman here with a big discovery. What if we've been thinking the web shooter thing all wrong? What if it's not the web shooter that needs to shoot out the fluid, but what if it's just the cartridge by itself? I'm thinking that the web shooter, it's just the cartridge. So, what I have right here, it's based off of my theory of the water hose is the same thing as a cartridge. So what you would have right here is the top. The top is a cap. So you would have a cap right here that can just screw on to a C2 cartridge. It will fit just like a C2 cartridge. So somehow we need to figure out how to do that. But second of all, we're going to have a thick rubber washer that's in between here that has some sort of a thick iron nail of some sort. Thick enough that it can actually fit through the hole of the rubber washer, but thin enough that it won't take up, the entire space of the web shooter or the cartridge. Let me just put this underneath the strap so it doesn't blow away. So anyways, what I'm thinking is the rubber washer has to be attached to this thick spring with the iron nail on there. And then the escape route, which would be the opening of the top of the cap, would have to be like a regular cartridge kind of thing. You can't make it thin because you're going to have to put another iron nail through it, and this one is going to have a point. This one down here has to be doled out so it doesn't damage the bike pump CO2 refillable thing. Because this thing has to be glued in, and when you glue it in, you have to put weights that's hanging onto this, so you make sure it's an airtight thing, because you don't want any CO2 leaking out. And this iron nail, it's going to be pushing down on this iron nail that's going to be kind of like caved in like this. When you look at it in my kind of way that I'm trying to explain it, it's curved in, and you have the iron nail pushing in so it doesn't slip. Kind of like with the Phillips screwdriver when it's going on the X and then, does that. It's kind of like the same thing. So that's going to push down on that. And then once that pushes down, it unblocks the exit way, but then yet you would have an iron nail right here. So that means that the fluid will come out through here with the CO2, but in a thinner exit way because this nail is blocking it. And then it's going to go up a tube on another escape route, and it's going to go out the nozzle. That you can make it be rotating or non-rotating. Depends if you just want to put a terminal on there just to spin it, just like in the Sam Raimi movies or Mark Webb ripoff movies. So it can have like a braided web. If not, that's fine. And all of a sudden, the fluid just shoots out into a stream if you want it. But I'm thinking is you don't want to be shooting out in a stream. Not like a stream that everyone else has been thinking about or has been thinking about. Because it is going to be thick and it could be wasting all your fluid. For a terminal or something that's going to push down this nail or something, or even if it's just going to be by hand, kind of like with the silly string, you're going to need to make it to be a little bit slow, or the springs be ultra thick, because you want it to be coming out like in spray stream, kind of like in a spray, like you would see it, but then yet it's thin enough, kind of like a stream, kind of like in the original John Romita Sr. / John Romita Jr., Ken Bald, and Steve Ditko comic books. You have the little mesh look. So if you do that, it's going to come out a lot better, more web-like. Otherwise, if it stays in a stream, you'll just be wasting a lot. So that's my idea. So you could call it a homemade silverstring can, but what I call it is homemade progress. I could attach like a tube above where the nail's going to be at. It goes out through the nozzle, kind of like classic web shooter thing. You could like go like that, but then yet you could just have it by the regular cartridge and just push on that with something like a rotor, or just have little clamps with like a little metal rod. These two ends hollowed out so the metal rod can go in there, but make sure you put end caps, or you try to keep washers over there so this rod stays nice and loose so it can turn spinning but won't fall out. And you just push down a little trigger just like in the toy web shooters, and out goes the fluid kind of thing. So now that's like probably the best idea to go with web shooters. To me, that's like the only way for to have actual web shooters that can fit underneath their sleeves. If you're gonna need to like heat up the web fluid, just do what I'm doing, except you have liner copper tubing. It's like around in here you have copper. So maybe that would help with your web shooter research or with your web fluid. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoy, and please subscribe if you haven't already. So thanks.